Here's another really cool radio. I believe it was made around 1930s, mid to late 1930s. It's an Aircastle, as you can see here, Aircastle. And what's really cool about this radio is the dial. I come across some really neat old radios for very reasonable prices. There's just not a collector value like it used to be. The old school's dying off, and the new school, all they want to do is protest and riot and erase history. That's all the new school people want to do, the young generation. They just want to erase history, black, white, Chinese, whatever, mostly black and white. They don't protest about anything else but black and white, which is a bunch of crap. And they're just horrible, horrible people. But this video is not about that, so I don't want to go into that. Maybe I'll make a video before I croak over myself about how I can't stand the younger generation. Not all of them, but a lot of them, on how they are. So anyhow, all right, ranting and raving. Got to get it out of my system, right? Like everybody else. That's why I do what I do and try to keep positive, and even though I'm not 100% positive. But all right, here's a cool dial. You see the dial? It's really cool, isn't it? It's got the ship right here. It's got an airplane. It's got a city in the background. It is glass. All this other radio crap is all plastic shit. And it's got the original dials. They all work, the original dials. Here's the tuner. Or actually, no, that's not the... Oh, yeah, this is the tuner. See how it works? The dial. So it does spin it. Going to the left. Works well. Going to the right. Off and on, I believe, is this. I haven't really hooked any cord up to this. I wanted to try it because it looks really good shape. This is the original speaker cloth. As you can see, it is dirty and faded through the years, but I guess if you were born in the 30s, you'd be fading too. So, but it has a little, still has the grommets on the speaker cover grill, I guess the wood, which is really cool. So the front's not bad. It has a little bit of wear. Now the side, of course, you know, has some scratches, light scratches. The only thing on this side is there's a small chip right at the top here, see missing, but that's easy fix. That's not hard. Top is in excellent shape. This side, all it is the stain. Looks rough, but it's really not. You could just lightly sand that and restain it. It's in really good shape. Here's the bottom. See the bottom? Not bad. And then again, looks like this side is missing a piece too, see? It's kind of weird, huh? It's actually a little piece of trim, and it's a clean break. So maybe they put a little piece back here when they built this radio, and it was kind of like a tongue and groove. And let me see the other side. Same thing with the other side. So I'm assuming that when they built this, that it just broke with these little pieces that was glued together or something. So here's the inside. Inside looks great, and there's the tag. I do have this on eBay, but I'm gonna cancel the auction because I really like this radio. And if I feel up to it, I might do some stuff to it and try to get this thing working because I think it will work. But here's the, not the original cord, but it looks like somebody cut the cord because this is really loose inside. So I'm sure it's not attached properly. But it's very clean. Let me see if I can get some light in there. I can't because I don't have my light on my camera. Speaker's extremely clean. There you go. There's the number if anybody needs it. Right there. The speaker looks good. It doesn't look ripped at all. No rips. Of course, I don't want to poke it too hard because it's dry, I'm sure. There used to be a sticker right here, it looks like. But it's no longer there. It would have been nice to find the model number, because I looked online and I can't find the exact model number of this radio. Sometimes they have it right here, but I don't think this is the model number. So I would love to find out the model number on this. I'm assuming that this is an antenna. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's something to do with an antenna or something to do with a connection to another speaker, I guess. A remote speaker, I'm not sure. But you have two wires coming out of the back of the amp. So, but it's very clean. Again, I'm going to hook up an old line to this, and I'll tell you what I'm going to use. Let me show you what I'm going to use. Let me get it here. I'm in the garage here, so mind me. I'm going to use this thing. See this thing? This is an old cloth wire. So this is a, I mean, look at this. I cut this off of an old iron. See that? It's in excellent shape. Right there. I mean, it might be about the time period when this radio was built. If not, it might be the 40s or the 50s for this cord. But it actually looks better instead of getting a vinyl coated wire for this. Electric wire, whatever you call it. So this looks, you know, kind of more modern. Maybe the 60s or 70s somebody replaced this. But this looks more of the time. And I'll take this amp out, this receiver, and connect the wires. And it's not dry rotted. So that's why I save these. I mean, I have a couple of them. Like if you find a couple of old irons, just cut them off. If you know, because iron, clothes iron, they're not worth anything. Even the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Just cut the cords off and save the cords if you're into this old radio restoring and all that. I mean, it just looks nice to it. All right, so if anybody knows the model number to this, that would be helpful. I do have a couple more radios online that I made some videos. One was similar, and one was an Air King. An Air King, and this is an Air Castle. So, I'm not sure if they're the same manufacturer, same company, or whoever made it. I just think they're neat. And I think I'm going to keep this. I'm going to take it off of eBay. I mean, unless somebody gives me a price for it, you know, give me a good deal, I might get rid of it. So, all right. There you go. Mid to late 1930s Air Castle radio. Look at that dial. Isn't that cool? That's cool as hell. All right. See you later. Stay safe.